We welcome in Minister Martin to the proceedings. Minister Martin, good morning.
And good morning to you as well.
Minister Martin, you are dressed with a fedora, an overcoat, and a scarf indoors. May I ask why?
It's freezing in here. You might need an exorcism. And I buy all my clothes at Landry's. I get my socks from Lombardi's because they have to be special priest socks, real black socks. See, the socks that you guys are wearing are very, 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 very blue and not black. There's a difference.
I see. Well, Minister Martin, please, the floor is yours if you'd like to say a few words.
You know, gentlemen, as we think about happiness overall, I didn't know what the meaning of happiness was until I got married, and it was too late. We now go to our service book here as we present this funeral, this graveside service.
Yes.
But before you even do a funeral, you have to break the news to people at the loss of a loved one. So I'll give you some tips if you should need them.
Please.
Down the road. You know how the Patriots used to win all those football games and go to all those playoffs and win all those Super Bowls?
Yeah.
They did lose against the Giants twice. Well, they're not going to be doing that anymore. Hey, would one of you guys get me some tea with some whiskey in it? It's a little trick us priests like to use before we go to service. Anyway,
Hey, all right.
let me look at the service right here. We got baptism.
Yeah.
First communion.
Okay.
Marriage.
Uh-huh.
And what do you think's after marriage?
Perhaps death?
Funerals. That's right.
Perfect.
Unfortunately, I will not be able to officiate this funeral because I did a little background check on the client.
Yeah.
Checkered past. Lots of criminal activity.
Yeah.
Cheating. I just don't think that they're going to the place where I would normally send somebody. They're going somewhere else. So you might want to get Darth Vader, but since we don't have Darth Vader and we have to wing this, I think the best we can do is each one of you give your own eulogy. Starting off with the man from Fordham who is fantastic doing play-by-play on the internet, Andrew Bogish.
Father, thank you so much. I'm trying not to cry here.
Well, peace be with you.
As the poet William Martin Joel once wrote, only the good die young. And the Patriots, you certainly were good and young. You've left us far too soon, long before you could legally buy yourself some champagne to toast your unprecedented success. You saved us from the greatest threat on turf. We'd all be wearing Jake Delhomme jerseys right now if it wasn't for you. You made Donovan McNabb puke. You made Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson choke. You stopped Sean McVay's madness. And you were nice enough to let the woebegone Giants win not one, but 2 Super Bowls. And you did it all the right way. Your winning was pure, not even a hint of impropriety. Your cameras were always pointed in the right direction. Your balls always had the right PSI. You answered any and all questions from the media with elaborate thoughts and the utmost respect. So rest easy, sweet princes. We'll never see your likeness again, and thank God for that.
You should be a priest. That was seminary material.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well done, Andrew. Well done.
And now we go to Pete the Body Bellotti.
Sorry. The thought of Tom Brady not leading the charge in a 40-point blowout of my New York Jets brings a tear to my eye. As the great comedian Andy Kaufman once bellowed, a smile means friendship to everyone. The mountains are wide and the ocean divide. It's a small world after all. Tom, you are that smile to all of us. We were stunned to a news when your mere aura caused the quarterback to run into the fat ass of his guard on, of all holidays, Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I am thankful to have witnessed that with my own eyes. Before the Jacksons settled into a small city in Florida and renamed it Jacksonville, they sang, "Give me one more chance. Give us one more chance to be in your presence, Tom. I'm a better man because I've known you." Now that your almost 20-year run is over, we are left all alone but knowing your spirit will live on in our nightmares forever. Thank you, Tom.
Normally, our church doesn't have a very high bar of who we allow in, but Pete Bellotti just set the bar real
Yes, he
high.
does.
Theologically,
Yes, he did.
very well done.
Amen.
Now let's go to Sean Marash, who I'm sure will be very interesting when he speaks.
Today is a sad day for some. Some may argue a sad day for many. 19 years is really not a long time, especially considering that Charlie Weiss eating white bread soaked in bacon grease has outlived this Patriot dynasty. But for 19 years, the Patriots have gotten every break along the way. It's become tradition. Imagine your grandmother no longer making meatballs, your father no longer there to have a catch, McDonald's no longer having a $1 menu. That is the feeling we will all have moving forward every January. From the tuck rule, to deflating footballs, to winning coin tosses in playoff overtime games, to Kyle Shanahan's play calling versus the defense. We remember the good times. The times that led to Bon Jovi being a fraud from New Jersey and now living in Robert Kraft's box. Sure, there were some bumps in the road. David Tyree, Mario Manningham, Chandler Jones running butt naked up the Massachusetts Turnpike. No life is perfect, not even Pat the Patriots. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Bill. A legacy we bury today will be tough for us to move on from, but may you all rest in peace. And one more thing. After the funeral, refreshments will be served at Orchids of Asia, Jupiter, Florida. All are welcome.
See, I knew that he would be able to work some food into that eulogy. Very well done, Sean. Very well done. Grammar is very well.
Well
good done. All right. And now, DA, you have the final say.
Thank you so much, Minister. We are gathered here today to say goodbye to the most mediocre dynasty in NFL history. It was a long, consistent run of AFC East titles, the most underwhelming division in football. Beating out quarterbacks Cleo Lemon, J.P. Loston, Matt Sims. Outsmarting coaches like Todd Bowles, Mike Mularkey, and Joe Philbin. 20 years with no next-level historic Super Bowl championship, just a lot of anonymous, who's that guy type of teams. And for that, they should be applauded. No one has ever been more underwhelming, uninspiring with a run of winning, like that epic Super Bowl against Jake Delhomme, that awesome 13-3 masterpiece over Jared Goff. Today, we should salute the Patriots for the good fortune of having Pete Carroll and Darrell Bevell decide to throw at the 1-yard line when they had Marshawn Lynch, and Dan Quinn and the Falcons for forgetting they had a 25-point lead in the second half of a Super Bowl and trying to go hurry up. We should honor the Patriots for finding ways to win truly illegal, awful ways. They're the only dynasty with a massive cheating scandal on their hands, and they've had 2 of them. They're the only dynasty with a first-round pick taken away, and they've had that done twice. The only dynasty whose quarterback was suspended for a month by the league. These are all very honorable accomplishments. We should thank Bill Belichick for stonewalling the media at every turn without a hint of humanity or decency. Until, of course, he's asked by the NFL Network to talk about Russ Grimm and Crazy Legs Hirsch. We should thank the hoodie for his slovenly attire, taking the once proud tradition of Lombardi's camel hair overcoats and Landry's fedora and giving us men's casual on the sidelines. Or what slobs wear on the couch every week with Tostitos spicy queso dripping all over it. We should honor the owner, Robert Kraft, mandating every TV broadcast mention his career record while putting him on camera from the suite level. We shall salute him for his patronage at strip malls in West Palm on Small Business Week. Remember to shop local. And while we're speaking of death and heaven, let's not forget the Patriots organization also drafted, applauded, and awarded an extension to the only double homicide murderer in NFL history. That should count for something. For 19 years, we have been in the presence of true evil, and that should be applauded. Amen.